Hotmaniácos, é muito bom estar aqui com vocês hoje e eu vim aqui para conversar com o vocalista de uma banda que marcou gerações. Eles têm grandes hits que fizeram parte de filmes, de séries de televisão e de novelas aqui no Brasil, inclusive. Hoje eu vou conversar com o Alex Band de The Calling. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
How you
Olá.
doing?
Well, obrigado. Doing very well.
Yeah, you're training your Portuguese.
Kind of. The only other word I know is the blender, the liquidificador, or whatever.
That's
I'm
a really
pretty bad.
hard word.
I know, but I only know it because it's one. It's one really hard word. Yeah.
It's an useful one. Well, so Alex, The Calling has been around for more than 20 years, so that's a long time. And you started your career very young, right? How was the experience
teenager.
of growing up in the spotlight?
It was a crazy ride. That I can't really explain it. You know, it was interesting. The Calling broke really, really big internationally. We did really well in America, but it was nothing like the rest of the world. You know, all of Asia, Europe, South America. So, I mean, I was 19, I think, when the first single "Wherever You Go" came out, and it was crazy. I mean, I was signed at 15 to RCA Records, and then and even though they had "Wherever You'll Go" and all the songs when I was 15, they still didn't let me make the album and put it out for 4 more years because they didn't think I had any singles.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And how do you balance nowadays your personal and professional lives? I mean, you have a family, you have a son. How does that work for you?
I'm kind of only just starting to this will only be the second. The first long tour I did having my son Max was right as COVID was breaking. I did like a 51 show tour through Europe, which was wild. It was through, but it was really difficult to be away from that long. And then, I mean, it's going to be even harder this time. This is a 7-week tour, I believe, that I'm about to start, so it's really difficult to be away from them, but, I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I love. And, if I don't play music and do that, I'm lost as a person. Like I need to do what I do in order to even be there as a person for my family. So it all comes and goes. It's all, you just got to balance it all.
Yeah, that must be kind of difficult, but it's worth it, right? Totally.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've been through hell and back. I've almost died multiple times, the Parkinson's disease thing, beating that, being kidnapped, all this shit that has been in the last 10 years. It's been a massive amount of time to get back to health and get back to being able to do this again.
Yeah, you deserve this comeback. Absolutely. And
thank you.
No problem. Wherever You Go is part of the soundtrack of many films, TV series, and actually there's a soap opera here in Brazil that's called Coração de Estudante, is student heart, the translation. And in 2002, that has the song as the main sound. And
right.
Yeah. And nowadays, 22 years later, people still sing it and get emotional about it. So how do you feel knowing that your song has touched so many people in so many moments?
It's incredible. I mean, it was Wherever You'll Go was such a massive hit that all around the world and everywhere. It was it was obviously what broke us, and there was something about the song that didn't have what we call burn in radio. It's like people weren't getting sick of it. And it just kept going really, like in the charts for like years. And then it's still played like insane amounts of times everywhere. So, you know, and most people obviously connect The Calling with that number one song, and especially in America. But I did have another number one song, obviously, with Santana, and I had 6 other number one songs in other countries, like Adrian and, you know, other stuff. But so, yeah, but wherever you go, I don't know the secret of why it did what it did, but I can tell you this new album of The Calling that's coming out this year is phenomenal. And it's been 15 years in the making. It's
great.
Finished. We finished it. Yeah.
You have a new album coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
First Calling record in 20 plus years, and it's a deep record. It's, you know, 14 tracks plus. We'll start releasing song by song. That's what you do these days, or the single by single, later in the summer. I am super excited. I was trying and working for it to coincide with our tour in South America, and especially in Brazil, so that I could release the first single now. But that didn't work out quite right.
Yeah.
So I had to wait till summer.
Yeah, we're happy
but
to
I'm
hear
excited.
that. We're also excited.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll be playing some new songs at the show. We'll be playing some new songs at the show.
Really? That's a good news for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I was writing these songs in the new record, going through some of the hardest shit you can go through. You know, and the emotions that I mean, there's songs on this record that are, you know, massively deep, and a lot of wherever you'll go type vibe songs.
Great. That will be fun. And Alex, what motivates you and keeps you passionate about music? Because The Calling stopped for a while, but you never stopped making music, right? On your own. So what motivates you?
No, yeah. I mean, I only stopped The Calling. I mean, it was 2 reasons. One, I couldn't stand working with my original partner anymore in The Calling. He had quit over and over and wasn't on tour. And then finally I fired him in 2005. And then I pursued my solo career, but just like, you know, that was when the record business started going down. And anyway, it took years for me to get that solo record I made finally put out. And then once it was out, and I had the theme song of the World Cup in 2011, and I was going through Europe, and Tonight, the first single, was breaking, and it was doing really well. And I got Parkinson's disease, and that ended that. So what was supposed to be a couple-year hiatus from The Calling ended up becoming a much longer hiatus from The Calling because of that, and then because of just the struggles I've been through the last 10 years with health and other things.
Yeah, I get it. What are your biggest challenges and your biggest inspirations as an artist?
I mean, the biggest challenge right now, especially with this new record coming out, is obviously, you know, trying to re-break The Calling, especially in America. You know, I mean, kind of starting over in a way, and in a lot of parts of the world, not so much, but in America, it'll definitely be like we're beginning again, and that's definitely going to be, you know, a lot of hard work to try to make it work. But that's the only daunting thing. Otherwise, I'm blissful and happy to do anything musically. It's my safe haven. It's how I feel good. It's what I need. I need to do what I do. It's like the years I was too ill with the Parkinson's things to even play an instrument. I couldn't do anything. Were the darkest times of my life. So I need to do what I do for my own sanity.
And you have lots of hits. What's your favorite song to perform on the concerts?
Let's see. My favorite song to perform in most places would be something like Wherever You'll Go, where I know everyone's going to be singing along and having that great vibe and connection on stage. But when I play in Brazil, it's different. That vibe exists throughout the whole show. Like the passion and loyalty of the Brazilian fans is unmatched. This is the people of Brazil, just the passion behind the show. I feel completely connected with them on stage, with every song. I don't know if I could say I have a favorite personally to perform right now. It's obviously I'm excited to play like the newer songs, because those are newer. But I don't know. No, I enjoy singing every song.
Yeah, great. And it's interesting that you say that, because you're doing 22 shows in Brazil, and you're visiting 14 states here. And I know you've been here before a few times, right?
This will be my 9th tour.
Wow.
I think, through 9th time in Brazil. But I've never done, this tour is different than anything I've done. It's so detailed, like you said. I mean, we're going through, every part almost of Brazil, like you would do in America, really. I mean, this is a very detailed tour. I know, I mean, with the world and right now, everyone's struggling, and I want to make sure that everyone can get to the show in Brazil the closest they can. And it's not just us playing the main cities and leaving. This is a whole different thing. And we'll also be playing a much longer set than we ever have. We'll be giving the fans a twice as long of a show as usual. So I'm very excited about that.
That's awesome. And actually, you've been here to Araraquara, where our radio is located, in 2008. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Oh, when I made a live DVD in 2008.
Yeah. We can't forget it. Yeah. What do you like the most about Brazil?
Were you on during the show then?
No, fortunately,
you were like a teenager.
Yes, I was still a teen.
But,
yeah.
I know. It's weird getting older. I feel it's weird. I'm older. I got a kid, and I got, and all that, and I'm 40 something. But anyway, I don't feel older. I don't feel. I feel. Again, I've been blessed to be even here and alive and doing what I'm doing. So I'm super, super appreciative of what.
You're a fighter, we know. Yeah,
yes.
We admire that. And what do you like the most about Brazil? I mean, besides the fans, is there any other thing that you like? Maybe the food or?
Yeah, I love, Brazilian food is one of my favorite. Here in LA, there's a Bossa Nova, which is kind of one of the best of the churrascarias here. And I love the Brazilian food. Before acai became like a cool thing in America and Los Angeles, I loved to eat that when I was in Brazil. Acai with fruit on top, and granola, whatever, and that was I love the food. It's the passion that they have.
We are intense.
Yes, and I can't. I don't know how to put it into words. It's just it's a comfortable feeling to get on the stage in Brazil. It's just I feel like we're all doing it together, and it's one great vibe.
Great. And do you plan on taking any time to go sightseeing in Brazil? Meeting new places?
As always. The tour is a sightseeing tour where I'm going, I'm going to, but with that said, I've been to 137 countries, I think, at now. 136. But anyway, I've probably actually seen half of those because, I went to a country, I go there for one day, play a show, and you leave. Brazil I've gotten to see a lot of, but on this tour I'll be able to see all reaches of it, especially in the east, southeast, going through, jungles and, a lot of these shows are going to be intimate. I'm excited about that as well. So I love Brazil. I love everything about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Brazilians love you too. You know that. We're very excited to have you here. And,
awesome. I'm so excited to come.
Well, you told me you have some words in Portuguese. You've been practicing, so I want to teach you some words.
Okay,
Can
teach
I?
me, because I wouldn't say I've been practicing. I'm practicing is playing the songs, and I mean singing the songs right. But yeah, help me with
some. So I'll teach you a phrase that we use here in our radio. So our radio is called Hotmix, and we say Hotmix, you'll feel the difference. In Portuguese, it is Hotmix, você sente a diferença. Can you try?
Você sente a diferença. Sorry, you gotta say again. Hotmix.
Você sente a diferença.
Você sente diferente?
Yeah.
No?
That's good. No, you're good.
Okay. Hotmix.
You're a fast learner.
Yeah. Kind of. I already forgot.
That's too much. I know.
Hot mix I got. I know it's hot mix.
Hot mix is the easy part. No, but you're good.
It's funny, actually. Yeah, I just did an Italian "Wherever You Will Go" with like some great artist in Italy. We did a kind of like a duet almost where I sing in Italian and the stuff. So now that just came out, there's an artist now in Brazil that wants to do the same thing where I'm singing Portuguese, I believe, some in "Wherever You'll Go" and re-release that there. So that'll give me some real good.
That would be amazing.
We'll see.
A real challenge, but it would be fun.
That would be challenging. Yes. We'll see.
And Alex, if you could go back in time and give your younger self an advice, what would it be?
It would be a long list. Man, if I could go back in time. Okay, the first thing I'd say would be I should have never left my first love. When I was 18, I was dating an older girl who I ended up breaking up with as the first record came out, and I married someone else, and that woman I was my first love as a teenager ended up becoming my wife. And I if I could go back in time, I would tell myself never to have left her in the beginning, never to have gone and spent, all the 2000s in two kind of crazy failed marriages. Because she's really saved my life in the last 10 years of horrible shit. So she's amazing. So that'd be one thing for sure. I'm telling myself. Let's see. There's so many things. I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
That's beautiful.
Definitely.
That's really good. Thank you. And what can Brazilian fans expect from the shows? You said we have some new songs. Is there any other surprise?
So yeah, new songs. There'll be opportunities for normal people that aren't part of the meet and greet to win every night, to be part of the meet and greet and come meet us backstage and all of that. So that's something I'm looking forward to each show. But no, this will be a long set. Again, it's going to be much longer than anybody's ever heard us play anywhere in the world. This is a much longer set. I want to give everyone their money's worth and give them every song I can that they want to hear. So that I'm really excited about. And just visually too, it's a different show. It's different, it's always different. We'll have some cool visuals like going on, like their monitor, behind us, it's just all together. It's going to be a much cooler show than I think I've ever done.
Mm-hmm. And
more intimate, like I said.
Oh yeah, sure, intimate. Yeah.
Yes. In the venues that we're playing that are smaller, will be intimate. Some of them are not small.
And our team will be on your concert on May 23rd in Ribeirão
great.
Preto. We are very excited to go there. Would you
Ribeirão
like to leave a
Preto,
message
yep.
to your fans in Brazil, inviting them?
Yeah, to all the fans. I mean, I've literally been working for years and years to make this tour possible for myself, mentally and physically, and also just because it's what I need to do. This tour is more than just another tour through Brazil. This is a reawakening of the calling. We're putting out new music. We're playing new music. There's going to be a new album coming out this year. I finally got through all this legal drama I had with my old partner who was stopping me from using the calling name over and over, and that's all done with. That was a big pain in the ass forever. And then I just want everyone to know that this will be the best calling show you've ever seen if you've been to one before. It'll be the longest, and it'll be the most detailed with songs. And even in the middle, when I play some acoustic stuff myself, you know, I'm taking requests as well from people in the audience. So it'll be fun.
Alex, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. We are happy to see you soon.
Thank you.
And yeah.
Yeah. Obrigado.
Great time.
I'm so excited. Thank you. I can't wait to see you in the Preto. I forget the first part of the
Ribeirão
name
Preto.
of the Ribeirão Preto. That's it. Okay. I'll forget
Perfect.
that. I'll get it. I can't wait.
Obrigada.
Thank you so much. All right. Ciao.
Tchau.
Ciao. Thanks. See you soon.
See you. Essa foi a nossa entrevista com o Alex Band. E lembrando que a Hotmix vai estar lá em Ribeirão Preto, no dia 23 de maio, no Teatro Dom Pedro II, para o show. E se você ainda não tem o ingresso para o show, é só acessar o site venusconcert.com.br e garantir o seu ingresso. Eu queria também aproveitar para agradecer a Venus Concerts e a Oceania por essa parceria incrível. Obrigada, Hotmix. Você sente a diferença.